All right, so we're getting halfway finished for the class of 2021 senior meeting. All right, so step four, applying to college. I would like to order my transcript or credentials, order records on behalf of others, learn about our academic solutions, learn about our professional solutions. Type your you can type your school where you go to. Um, Okay, so send transcripts via Parchment. Go to www.parchment.com. In the drop-down menu, select Order My Transcript or Credentials. Next, enter Columbus North High School in the order from box. Enter required information on the next screen and then click the Sign Up button. Fill the contact information and academic information, GPA, on the next page and click Finish. Now you are ready to order transcripts. Paying for college. Types of financial aid. Scholarships and grants, you don't pay back. Loans, you pay back. Work study, most financial aid comes from a college and the government. Contact the college financial aid's office with questions. FAS FAFSA free application for federal student aid opens in October. FAFSA help session October 1st at East High School, 6 p.m. start. Sign up for Show Me My Money to receive the Counseling Center's weekly scholarship publication. Additional information. Okay, so you can use like NCCA, National Association with Intercollegiate Athletics, 21st Century Schoolers, Indiana. NCAA and NAIA eligibility. Checks check websites now. Understand the requirements. 16 core year-long classes. GPA, SAT, ACT scores on a sliding scale. NCAA website www.eligibilitycenter.org. NAIA website www.playnia.com or www.playnia.org. Registered 21st century schoolers understand and complete the requirements. Website http schoolers and government. You can read this right here. I'm just gonna see it. Oh. I don't know what happened, but hopefully. Did I get a new page? No. Time to suit it up. Time to suit up. Visibility. Let our coaches find you easily. Post a video showing up your skills. Sign up for our showcase. Opportunity. Play the sport you love while earning the degree. Increase your chance to play for a national title. Be a part of a truly student-centric organization. Eligibility. Make sure your eligibility is in order. Increase your opportunity for scholarships. Show coaches you are ready to play. All right. We hope you feel confident about what you need to do this year to earn your diploma. You can click on 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, which can show a different section. In 12th grade, you can add senior resources. Sorry about that. Just to remind you that my school is way different than mine, so you're gonna have to use your own school. So just to remind you, how to find information on your second post secondary options. The college application process. where you can access financial aid information. You can find handouts in this point and this PowerPoint with links on the counseling center. It's learning page. Stay connected to the counseling center. Listen to the announcements. Check counseling center webpage. Its learning page in Neviance. Subscribe to Show Me the Money. Follow us on social media if you guys live in Indiana. College application checklist. Research college admissions cited and know what they needed. Update a resume of your activities and words from grades 9 to 12. Create a Parchment account at parchment.com to send official transcripts. Codes are available in the counseling center. Optional, complete the student brag sheet on Neviance. Go to college admission site and begin your application. Follow every direction. Order transcripts through parchment.com. Send ACT scores, atcact.org. Send SAT and AP scores, collegeboard.org. Collaborate with your counselor to send any information from CNHS Counseling Center. Print copy at college app checklist or opt in on the CNHS Counseling Center its learning page. Go to this college admission site and begin your application. Follow every direction. Order transcripts through parchment.com. Like I said, if you need a letter of recommendation, notify your counselor via email after you reply. Apply. Provide your counselor with resume and complete your request for a letter or recommendation form. If you need a recommendation form, write it for your teacher. Be certain to ask politely as well in advance. Provide them to tell them with details in your resume. It is your responsibility to follow up with the submission you have. Watch your email account often for any notifications. Watch your application account often until the process is actually complete. Show me the money if you guys live in around India. Acknowledgements. Congratulations for class of 2021 top 10. So this is what they look like. And this is this is Mr. Clark, the principal of Columbus North, and this is all the people that are in seniors. So yeah. Okay, so Columbus North High School 2021 National Merit Scholarships, which is Aditya Agarwal, Samantha Crossman, Turf Desai, Mehul Dillon, Calvin Iorio, Rahit Malik, Nella Riddle. They're the College Board National Recognition Schoolers. Homework help tutoring. Find a great middle school or high school tutor. At Study Buddies, we use qualified college students who are fun, relatable, and positive role model and are passionate about learning and teaching. Personalized tutoring, except it's more than just tutoring. Academic mentors, positive life role models, college students as tutors, and group study sessions, guided homework help on days kids are not physically at school but still have work due. Learn more about a book session at StudyBuddiesTutors.com. Indiana Call and Learn, Ask Rose. V students need mentorship and tutoring from an experienced teacher like you. We welcome new volunteers, but only it's for people. If you guys can, but this is only for people who live in Indiana. So just to remind you, there's Khan Academy also. Yeah, it's about it. That's it for the counseling centers. All right. That took a little bit. Wasn't that long, was it? Even though, even though it looks long, but I mean, I'm gonna read your story at part 53, Riley, and I'll read you the story at part 54. Video questions. Where did the Earth's water come from? According to the video, how much of the Earth's surface is covered by water? What percentage of water makes up the oceans? What percentage of water makes up the vapor? What percentage of water makes up the ice? What percentage of water makes up the biological? If the water's all put to a single sphere, what would the diameter of that sphere be? What would the diameter of the sphere be all the fresh water? Where do the original chemicals for water come from? What particles would become the water that were inside Earth's crust? What kind of asteroids carries water molecules as well as oxygen and hydrogen? What planet can cause asteroids to be flung at the young Earth? What other astronomical body also contains large amounts of water? What does every water molecule contain? Does the radio of water on Earth more closely match comet on asteroid water? What are the three ways Earth got its water? Where else is water found outside of the solar system? How heavy is the water found around a supermassive black hole? When is the earliest water that could have formed in the universe? Why do we care about the history of water? Give me your best comments in the comments down below. Please and thank you. Alright. Why is it letting me do that? I don't get it. Exploration questions. Faults and earthquakes. We had to learn that previously. You can read the Spanish if you feel comfortable with it, even though some of you guys don't really speak Spanish, or some of you guys speak Spanish. This is made from earth-space science. Exploration questions, faults, and earthquakes. Please include this cover sheet at the top of your answers. On a separate sheet of paper, answer all of the following questions. Write short answers. Create lists or tables, or draw diagrams to complete the questions in the best way possible for yourself. How are earthquakes related to the plate tectonic activity? What is an earthquake? What is the difference between a focus and an epicenter? Draw a picture of the right or right shore explanation. What is the elastic rebound hypothesis? Either draw caption pictures, write a brief explanation, or create a brief outline. Describe with an outline or a series of pictures of what a foreshock is and what an aftershock is, and the sequence in which they occur with an earthquake. What are two ways in which deformation affects rock? Describe seismic waves, include explanations of P and S waves. Describe the difference between two with pictures or a table comparing the two. How are seismic waves detected by scientists? What do the waves tell them? What is a fault? What are the three major types of faults? Draw pictures or write brief explanations for each. I kind of sound like I can sound like a different. My speech can be kind of like a different language, my different speech. I just don't. I think I don't know what it's called, but it's like United Kingdom related. Even though United Kingdom is like talking like that, but it's more like but it's more like a different kind of that. All right. 90 years ago, Nicola Sacco and Bartholomew Vanzetti were put to death by the state of Massachusetts. I think it was made by a U.S. history class. They have been wrongly convicted and sentenced to death for robbery and killing the two men, a paymaster and a guard who were delivering wages to a shoe company. During the 7 years of their imprisonment, people around the world organized a campaign to save those two men, both Italian immigrants and anarchists. But despite overwhelming support and the abundance of evidence pointing to their innocence, Sacco and Vanzetti were executed in 1927. To understand why this is travesty of justice occurred, we first have to look at the hostile or the hostile political climate towards immigrants and radicals. Following the First World War, in what became known as the Red Scare, the U.S. government responded to the waves of strikes and political unrest with force. The Palmer raids of the early 1920s, organized by Attorney General A. Mitchell Palmer, resulted in thousands of radicals, especially immigrants, being rounded up, beaten, and held for days without the right contact, a lawyer, or even a family. It's cleared for court proceedings that Sacco and Mazzetti were convicted not because the evidence proved them guilty, but because they were anarchists as immigrants. Sacco, for example, was badgered or prosecutors as to why he dodged the draft rather than fight in the First World War. Judge Webster Thayer, who presided over the trial, said to the jury at the outset, although this man, Sacco, may not have committed the crime attributed to him, he is nonetheless culpable, guilty because he is the enemy of our existing institutions. Outside the courtroom, a friend of Judge Thayer's reported that he heard him say, "Did you see that what I did with those anarchist bastards the other day?" The jury was made up of white, native-born people, and the jury foreman was a former police chief who saluted the American flag every time he entered the courtroom. This was a jury that, in the midst of an incredible anti-immigrant black backlash, was supposed to impartially decide the fate of two Italian immigrants who were avowed anarchists. As an appendix to a collection of Sacco and Mazzetti's letter states, outside the courtroom, the Red Scare hysteria was rampant. It was allowed to dominate within. The prosecutors systematically played on the feelings of the jury by exploiting the unpatriotic and despised beliefs of the Sacco and Mazzetti. The judge allowed them thus to divert and pervert the jury's mind. The anti-red sensationalism overshadowed the evidence put before that Sacco and Mazzetti were not the culprits. My English teachers for 11th grade is actually Mrs. Culprits. A total of 99 witnesses took the stand to say that they were innocent, just because before the robbery took place, Sacco was at Italian consulate office trying to obtain the passport, something that a consulate official testified to. More than a dozen people took the stand to verify that Vanzetti had delivered the fish to their homes. Miles away from the crime scene, on the day of the killing, prosecutors failed to find the stolen money or come up with a credible motive for why two anarchists would steal workers' wages. During the years that we were behind bars, an impressive campaign was launched with them to win them then a new trial. On the eve of their August execution, miners in Colorado went on strike. The, pardon me. These were clashes with police on London, Paris, and Geneva in Switzerland, and protesters that took the streets in Berlin, Warsaw, Buenos Aires, Mexico City, Rome, Moscow, Barcelona, Milan, Havana, Tokyo, and Lisbon. Not to mention across the U.S., but Judge Thayer denied 8 different requests for a trial put before him. In a letter written to a friend from death row, Sacco wrote that what I wish more than all this in this hour of agony is that our case and our fate may be understood and serve as a tremendous lesson to the forces of freedom, so that our suffering and death will not have been in vain. Vanzetti's statement, also in testament, to the impact the two men had. If I had not been into those things, I might have lived out of my life talking at the street corners to the scurrying men. I might have died, unmarked, unknown, a failure. Now we are not a failure. This is our career and our triumph. Never in our full life could we hope to do such a work for tolerance, for justice, for man's understanding of man that now we do for by accident. Our words, our lives, our pains, nothing. Betaking our lives of a good shoemaker and our poor fish peddler, all that last moment belongs to us. That agony is our triumph. Questions 1. How does the Red Scare relate to the arrest and execution of Sacco and Vanzetti? Describe the two ways in which the justice system was biased against Sacco and Vanzetti. Hint. Judge, jury, court procedures, and etc. What lessons can be what lessons can be learned from this event? Interpreting political cartoons, a lot can be said by making historical analogies. Which is Salem, 1692, have a chair. There's that chair, there's a man trying to sit on it, there's that man trying to. There's that man, what do you think he's doing? Labor, Boston, 1927. This was made by July 22nd, 1927. What is the connection between Salem in 1692 and Boston in 1927? What is a cartoonist trying to show by making this comparison? Let me know in the comments. Pardon me. 1920s vocab. Key term. Best definition in your own words. Use a term in a correct sentence and demonstrate understanding. Use your own words. Pictures or cartoon download pics for online are welcome. The mass production. Evolutionist, evolution. Creationist. Sorry. Anarchist. Prohibit, prohibit, prohibition. 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 I keep saying that wrong. Prohibition. Glass ceiling. Fundamentalism. God, I hate my speech. My speech was pretty good, but sometimes my speech isn't very good, so I know I can get used to it, but now um, I don't know how long they're recording, but okay. So WW2 campaigns battles table. So this is a table which includes like the name of battle, campaign, locations, dates, feeder, Europe or Pacific, outcome, which is all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So take your time. Wait, did I click on the wrong assign again? Which I was supposed to do? No, 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 no. Don't take me down. Yeah, it's really frustrating, you know? I hate it. I'm gonna do podcast notes, but I'm not ready to do them yet because I think this is a podcast notes from Mr. Spencer's, so um, even though it does not say a teacher's name, but all right. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be able to help you in time. Pardon me. Okay, so if you guys have any questions or concerns, make sure to comment down below or answer or ask a question. Which one are you like confused on? Sent me sent me a part that you were like stuck on, like the minute and the second. Just do all that stuff. The one that you're actually confused on. you guys can actually do this. I think you can actually get it over with. So I'll be doing that podcast note taking sheet after I take that notes. I'm gonna do the another story. So see you guys on part 53.